there is a nascent political party in Canada called the Dominion Party. And Brad Harness is the leader of it. He joins me now because you were here before the last election.
I was.
You're not in Parliament. You don't have members in Parliament.
No.
Why not?
Not yet. We could not run candidates under the party banner at that point because the Federal Elections Act requirements are such that you need to complete the registration process, which is 6 months to a year long, however long it takes the bureaucrats to stamp everything. And you have to have that all finished no later than 6 months prior to a call of an election. So that was like hitting that was like hitting a moving target. No, it's not finished yet due to bureaucrats, but it's.
Well, what if there's this? What if the opposition gets smart and defeats this government on a vote of confidence and there's an election?
Well, you know what? Looking at the polls, I doubt it would change much. It would probably it might even be a couple of extra seats for the Liberals in short term.
Right.
But I think once we've had a bit more time to see what Mark Carney can do vis-a-vis Donald Trump, vis-a-vis replacing trade partners.
The elbows that were up or down, and
exactly.
The polling is showing now. There's an Angus Reid pulled out a while ago saying that most people still like Carney, but they aren't impressed that he's got anything done.
Yes.
But let's just talk about that, about Parliament, because
yes.
Parliament has sat for very few days this year. If I recall correctly from earlier chats we had, you want to have more debate, more democracy, more parliamentary action. Right now, according to Mr. Trudeau's father, MPs, we'll say 50 feet away from Parliament Hill, are nobodies, and all the cabinet ministers won't say anything because they just still want to stay in cabinet. So, yeah. I mean, really, what's the use of any debate in Parliament? Nobody's going to do squat.
I suppose at this point, with those attitudes, yeah, that would be, there'd be very little outcome.
Are you going to change anything?
It would require a party like our party getting MPs elected in sufficient numbers to start making some changes. And these would be changes which would encourage debate and encourage each of the members of Parliament to actually represent their ridings properly, to bring forward the concerns of their constituents, so that the decisions that are made at the end of the day are broadly held decisions, rather than party top-down, their grassroots.
Do you think that would get better decisions out of Parliament if there was a discussion that also brought in Canadians to, not literally, but engage Canadians?
Well, you certainly can if they're bigger issues. You certainly can, and by using referenda for sure.
Yep.
And I don't mean plebiscites. I think it's a waste of time to spend all that money and go to that trouble if you're just going to look at it and say, yeah,
well, that's what you elect MPs
chuck it in the bin
to do the job.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't believe I'm electing a leader in my riding. I'm electing an elected representative for me and everybody else in the riding, and it's that person's job to regularly take the pulse every week, every month during their entire term, so they are fully up to speed with what we want.
Sounds like a democracy. Brad, thank you very much. 3 minutes. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act, once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.